obi an deceive mo me nkofle obi afa dwa to ankoto obi anim eno ane no me nkopa obi achew mamumo mu deceive mo kopa obi achew me di pakro wase Morda e di achew pa besi ni so no wo mla o meyi me number mla da me de friend no ko dudu aye minute dudu aye kasa aye on famila ana oledi panke na be kan sa asem no oledi panke na ka asem de achew panam oledi panke me nkopa obi achew why
Dani den some trend on social media no so papa ne de live in Ghana TV ko a and abinya bi ahwe ntu hwe me ya na subscribe at notification bell or ede amame esema wodo a trend de ayin na watch no ye ginamu ye ko yedim adwada benada ebusu a yekọ de ekeka bomu ba no ene akane nyina si ani aye de eba besum ye mu wram yete de ekoso ni bi emra
oledi panke wachi guho wachi eguho and nyamia mehu ni sesies ma be kan media ne so am obi aye dey ate temu se ye di media na asem ne ye koka ne wo ma be kan oledi panke ma be kan enkola kotie nti minia enkola kotie nti uni awoto no address kuntan no de abesi camera nim all come Morda asem na no ohwe obi gift na thank you owie ya no akoni pa ne die mu kwaje ne number ama nipa ne efili so obedi twa no de abrewa twa akoma no akodi oba fun oledi panke ukura dem ni uni asem sa wodo hu abamu no misme no wa asem nti ye na ye behia oledi panke ye behia oledi ye behia timamu nsuro elephant one boy bi na small boy bi na no wote omo wonu na da na omo ton powder no awo ye se asika de yenya bi pa no mo digi sika ma no o sika de yenya bi pa yenya wore na menini kwaji na adaka mo elephant won sa boy bi no won no mo digi sika ma na no krita microphone na no ye se o sika de yenya bi pa no mo ton powder no aha wono no mo di ni din share so enti ye beko enti no ya beko enti mamu nsuro oledi panke endiliti bibia aha unsa wudiliti bibia oledi panke aha unsa wudiliti bibia biem na emfa ekoda dada ha hu mane na ho aha hu nipa kra wate medi a chepa besi ni so no omra bonte meka elephant nie oni pakra wase meme Morda meme di achew pa besi ni so fa nkoma abrewa bi no wo mla bonte no wo meka ni pakra wase meme afle no ana meme ba no ho se me say me di achew pa bi abre no wo mla wo mebo me din o ma me date a me de fle no ana me de ba ne nchen o meka ni pakra meka ni pakra wo mla bonte meka omu deceive mo enti abeti se Morda de achew pa aba enti yentwam osi Morda de achew pa aba enti yentwam me kopa obi achew minsa dunie me pa obi achew me pa mo chew me mo mu deceive mu meka se Morda de achew pa aba enti yentwa asemunim ti me pese yentwa so me pa achew me pa obi achew je wasema me ma fle no anase wono ne fly me ka kire me se yenkopa acho na me gitu mu no one family mamu mo obi an deceive mo me nkofle obi afa dwa to ankoto obi anim eno ane no me nkopa obi acho mamu mo mu deceive mo kopa obi acho Me the pakro was some mother, Eddie a chop abesini so no 1 mila. 1 mila, o me me number mla. Da me de friend no. Call dudua minute dudua ye kasa ye on famila. Ano oledi panke na be kan sa asem no. Oledi panke na ka asem de a chop anam. Oledi panke. Me nkopa obi a cho why. Me nkopa obi a cho why mpamucho. Me nkopa obi a cho. Minkopa obi acho asiaba oledi panke enu anu no me nu nya asem bi mama public na hu se wa delete message no mama public hu mama omo hu se wa delete message no audios no wa delete na audios no ma forward di ama me lawyer ena ma forward bi di ama elephant ena ma forward bi di ama me nkrofo bi. To lady panke, go and sleep. Kope baby nada. O lady panke. Kope baby da. Yenti amen kasano. Mudi asem na court. I just saw the asema kwa himfie. Na ohene no etu ni na yesi asem no. Si yensa ma chire me kasa. Enu ti na mba ya na me kasa aye no. De bia frisa mudi asem na mo se mudi asem ya court. De bia mo be so camera be di Morda atem. De bia mo be di matem. De bia eno ano kogogo na ko cheke. De bia mo be di Morda atem. O lady panke. Mati aminua mi kokrom. Ebusuan for mi kokro nyankopon ya adma. Ochina na se da fofo ye be hia.
Say di or den sika kwhye Morda echi. So be say Morda what good case be our fan sika kwhye.
Honey, Morda same way
against her mother.
Morda same way.
Just a second.
Morda same way na Amia Kodo court no. I think Mama Akosua again, she's been very ill advised. Now Emmy say
always I'm telling you
the same mistake twice because see Junior when our lawyer we munti abibia shape our thoughts, right? Asem na Morda ekan no. If you look at it, the most substantial of their claims are a heavy on defamation. So offer or case or more claims Morda so ya shaw. But even if you look at that accusation in its holistic sense, Morda never addressed that to Mami Akosua. You understand? If you look at it, it is like Mami Akosua na waja semno like wobi kana and wajafa. In fact, Obi can say
in what contest? In what contest?
Okay, nice. See, or say I was on that live that day, or say me I show say mama na mosom no. That was the first one. Me I show say mama na mosom no. Now in that particular statement, mama na mosom no. She nipa na onene oye kasa no. Ono na ono de beti ya
your interpretation is
make me a drop white.
I'm building a point. I'm building a point. And now Osan can say, may I shout to say, Mo mama no.
Mama oreku.
You understand? And Osan can say, may I shout to say Mo mama no. And O can say, be di me baby, ewo Germany, na ye di ni die ewo Ghana. Right? And O say, the third one Osan can say, many free the sorry, me name say Mordi wa ha. Baby free the Mordi ha. O say many ya dream pepe. Nyo kan na many ya dream. If you look at this whole contest, there was no one part or board this say Akosua say we are show. Now many future arguments you know I'm landed. Many future arguments where do you know what's it? I'm landing. Where future say any reason if you make if you say something about somebody where any reasonable person can tell say a win now dinner, it can still be classified as defamation. But here's the point. You can say me asisi amejina me kase me asha wo se maame na. How do you situate it to maame no Akosua, so especially knowing say there are many maame no in this whole social media glib. Your maame agbe, your maame den yo different maames. So how do you take it? The sense say every reasonable person would think say maame Akosua.
And yeah, every reasonable person. That's where your argument say be falling. It's not every reasonable person.
Bempa utie assemble to the end, because all chat one. It's a OT audio now. Ansem no keke. Oh, chat one. She literally mentioned the woman's name. But that Obama,
Mr. Nice.
when
And
you
you question Obama, we call something which is called innuendos. Bempa, what they open reading, so go and read about defamation and read about innuendos. Bempa, me no more because all your tie because all your day. I tell you any poor namo. But me card original to me throw away me boy.
But I don't know the
Because
I don't know my
exactly. No. That's why we call it. Me namo be friend Bempa your tie. You original not your tie say. But the only difference, they say, I remember one part of a year defamation. Because tie ebia US and I'm telling my friend what tie US one or more money will be a friend at tie. So the person doesn't even appreciate what I'm saying. What I say? But here is the context. Okay, you know, yeah, attention. Why no can ask him? Mama, I mean, it's about what you sad about San obi kwa for be or prega. The defamation no plead innuendo or prega no or person say we or friend or prega and or prega na training.
No,
so it's not far-fetched and as I say just also meba also queen ma de no meba ne buy no criminal ne buy make I say oh this is something which is not criminal. But the civil suit by me, I'm told you say yes, this is the rightful way to go. Do you know they should go? You can go after the person. It's me to me, no. The words are defamatory, and the same. Sabi, mamun tu before. Me de no kana make a no. Mun tu no for say oh, wa modi ni ade no. It's not a defense. If they plead in under and they get you, they've got you.
Then but when him say okase wa record the mama no or the phone ekwese mama nempa buam oh ye say she said a lot, you know.
Nice.
My helmet na no look like say wa mama
say or the phone nice. Hey, this whole matter say or the phone akoshe any mama dead all those ones no any part of the accusations again it's not part of the things that or they charge
after no criminal charges don't worry.
The point in says, Sisiano, say Junior, Bejina Hana Mikase, Junior, your cronfo pa, Junior or your cronfo. Nasi Junior, Adechina Junior Kusumia. Nice. Would you know the Junior out? Nice, I'm asking you.
What is it? What we
no, Junior, Sana court so court you cannot use the Sana court you cannot use defamation
sometimes when we come on let's all use our
nice see let me answer you Okuma mamia kuswa sewa see Okuma mamia kuswa sewa Okuma mamia agbe Okuma mamia agbe Okuma mami amponsa okuma mami for 3 okuma mami for 3
sama mami for no okuma na wa meba emu wan na wa to that lumba
I say we are talking about the Ashawo matter, so let's focus on Ashawo matter. Look at the next one. No, nice. There's two different audios, 2 different days. It won't mean for one day. One day. Let's stick to the Ashawo matter. Let's stick to the Ashawo matter. Yes, stick it to the Ashawo matter. Nice. One Ashawo one
Mr. Nice. Let's talk about law here. Mr. Nice, let's talk about law here. What will help me if I'm wrong? You cannot take sexual activities to court and sue anybody. Because excuse my language, obi no. And I can make an allegation say about Ashawo. Court, what the court I will be loose. Because whatever that transpired, I was not there. It was just a statement.
How?
And see,
okay.
Let me go further. Right? Maybe let me go further to explain.
Actually, there was nowhere in their defamation suit. And also in the criminal in the criminal charges, there was nowhere in the brief facts that stated say, "Mami can normal yes why one, yes say one way or the other, no, our friend, no, I shall only amount for the.
That's what I'm driving at.
The second thing, so they say, oh, na mano, and yet that the lumama. And I also see on your macraba, when you're that the lumba bulls and blah blah blah. What's you say? Inti and one to me, no. She has Obi had a very, very good defamation case. Minim the echo and our more to us also.
No, I'm not talking about Obi. I'm talking about
the same way, the same way. And all you know, I'm or prega, right? Good. And I yet into me can't me what that side, you know. Make catch or say the civil suit was a fine case to me.
Junior, this case
when it comes to the
picture behind it before. The picture this is the person.
Regardless, regardless, because our friend Priscilla, whatever. Regardless, I'm telling you, we call something in windows. Into Bempa,
no, Junior, only in windows.
Go and read about in windows. Okay, one album say. And yet something lightly that we are talking about.
Junior, I'm not saying it's lightly.
Many lady now can make catch and say do the needful and I say do the rightful thing. Opa patch on the see. In some I may in some they will get it. That's the truth.
Okay, so
Mr. Junior,
I was coming. Oh, Bempa, you go ahead.
Well, they decide not to proceed the matter or anything.
I think say Watson, this case is also very weak because if you look at the thing, if you look at the things Omodeka say there's a difference between say Waka say if there's a Priscilla, Lumba Yeri Priscilla. Ebia only lumba mano ebi no you've put it in context and on court because even though you didn't mention Priscilla Oforiata, but any reasonable person will know say no, this is the person you're talking about. Let me learn.
Okay, say there are many who used to do it. Also, there are many in this world.
So
you see your defense should be that
Button.
But this is the case. So Kase. No, Dio Opo Kasako.
Okay, so I was coming to those plaintiffs' endorsement of claim, statement of claim. No, Morda is not the originator of the plaintiff has no marriage certificate. The one that is seeking perpetual injunction to restrain her from defamation or whatever. No, Morda is not the originator of that information.
It doesn't matter though. Whether you're the originator or not, so it doesn't matter.
Was I the originator of Atai? If I call somebody Atai right now, is it effective?
You let me finish.
But
it is an official document.
To defamation.
Only it is an official document.
Got any certificate? It is a wife of a customary marriage.
It is an official document coming from the court.
The court never says only marriage certificate. Oh, let's get these facts right. The court never says she doesn't have a marriage certificate.
Ordinance wasn't accepted either.
It doesn't mean only marriage certificate.
So
Mr. Nice, your line of argument is some way be power.
Okay, but
if I go to court for somebody to prove, say, I have certificate, and the court could not prove, or the court did not agree with me, say, I have certificate, what is it?
Liar, me pacho.
Let me answer our question, right?
Listen, as I walk, I see a honey back when I met me above Remy.
Okay.
2 questions be. Me pacho. As I made a more call back kakra. Say, Mamma Akosua. Say, try no more coino, and I went to me and find evidence in your armor. Into fee say, be a try and uncle Yamana. Munini say, with your knowledge, as lawyers, media minye lawyer. And Karada, and I was on Kubusa for retrial, no etimia proof new documents than say walk appeal. Yanji new document bia.
In my years of practice, not to my best, so there's nothing like retrial. In our jurisdiction, thank you.
This is where his confusion is. Let me help you, Wafa.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to be retried,
you are in the box already.
Mostly, it happens in criminal cases. And in criminal cases,
Yeah.
the state has to withdraw all those cases.
No, withdraw charges.
Hey,
Yeah,
withdraw
and
all
file
the
a new
charges,
charge.
set the person free, and profess new
Rearrest.
charges against the person.
So the state can do that, but you, the individual.
This is not a criminal. This is not a criminal
This
case.
is not a criminal case.
Even with that
so-
one, no, it has rule to it. So
Yes.
states now you no the other side no a rule point to open defense. I want to withdraw charges.
Very good. This is not a criminal. It's a civil case.
Yeah,
So
Dion,
you
next week, it's likely I'll face that thing next week.
Oh,
They
okay.
don't face it.
Wafa, this is a civil case that you cannot apply for Miss Sharp.
Because I need a box. I need two boxes.
And yeah, the American say.
Ben, maybe I'll show me borrow box. So
Sure. Wait, my family.
Okay, thank you.
You can take mine.
Okay,
If you all will agree with me, say appeal, no, another set of judges, keke, maybe more than one or two, and no more say, are deliberating on the same documentation, evidence, and everything that was provided in the first one, vis-a-vis the judgment that was given now. Why did Akosua Serwaa go to appeal? Because a new man was say a failure. Now you got it, no. They are not going to take it. And why did he go to appeal? That's my final question.
Mr. Nice, don't be biased. Let's give him the appropriate
diabolical Mr. Nice come in box.
So Wafa,
Yeah.
Wafa, there has been circumstances that new fresh evidence has been admitted. That is when certain criteria or conditions weren't met during the initial trial. There are about 4 conditions. At the time of giving the judgment, they have not actually exhausted the evidence available, and I said they gave a notification, say, the evidence that we want to submit, is in retrieval, and the judge went ahead and gave so they will be allowed because they gave notice. If the second one, if due diligence wasn't done, taking the document into to the proper place for authentication and verification. You understand? The third one, undue. Anyway, it's 4 processes. So when you go to an appeal, and this happened to me at the university.
Thank you.
My girlfriend, my teacher, lecture be penny giddy. Who's a lecture no mommy D?
Hey, I am
yes.
you.
Honey, me as a papa.
I know.
Confession time.
And this is public sector. This is public sector accounting. Public sector accounting. Mommy D. Then I know what I wrote, and I went for remarking. So when you go for appeal, it's just like you going for remarking.
And what you see evidence is say you're coming to remarking because you think say judge and a friend say lecturer no or girlfriend,
that was irrelevant to the case. What was relevant to the case is that I wanted a different lecturer to review what the first lecturer has done and give an independent opinion based on the evidence available.
Okay.
So what was available is here's an answer sheet and a marking scheme editor. And I came out I had B+.
No, I actually like Dio, Oh, make his scenario look so nice. I like
it came out.
Honey, me that's pa.
It came out I had B+. It came out I had B+.
No worries.
You understand? I had B+, but before I did that, I told my department head, say, I would like to go for a remark. And that is what they have done. What is not going to change in say, when they were giving the verdict, or when the litigation or the conversation was going on,
451.
Lawyer Kusi did not prompt the court or even draw the judge's attention, say, the evidence that is in contention here, we are in the process of retrieving it, so give me some time. I am applying for a leave. Say, mama, time na memfa document. He never did any of those. Based on the Evidence Act, he failed to follow the proper procedure.
Pre-heritage.
1 year. And then again, the judge also put the weight on. You said you have the original. If you could not authenticate it or go through the processes now, I'm sitting at my mancha. Over to me about my chambers, then I will cite it because judge's office is also an extension of the court. He failed to do all these things. So just as Bempa said, no, procedural, no, the judge did not fail. They failed. It was an error on their part, not an error on the part of the judge, because you had those opportunities to do all those things you failed to do. So your case is mooted. And you people are trying to find loopholes on the cases here and there. Me, Junior, what today? Me, I listened to him on friends Adipa speech. Adipa. Or a diabolic, quite nice.
Nana me paucho opokwa jiman so pedo bisa one question in a different.
Oh, okay.
No man chance mama.
Material be I hope so be a hoye. Me busa boating question be. Boating pacho so obi ka se obi ye adria defamation na.
That's an insult.
Boating.
Obi ka se o se adria. Oh.
There be what's adria?
What's adria? The attempt. What you say? Obi did you attempt and that's not defamation. Oh, sabe unim nyansa sabe wajim that's not defamation. What's you say? But what's adria na ngasa meba.
What am I no defamation?
Meba. Me kasa what's adria? That's all. My print o photo na my any baby. Na I say Adribi, you are subjecting that person to ridicule.
What is the home? Did the home more that time okay? Akosua say once and Akosua say what picture than it here.
Regardless of a picture that one our picture now.
So I just want.
And what they want to be fine and say now picture now want to near you. Once I'll be established, all say oh Kasem, now you not drink away so. Which that will be the watch I keep telling them. Say it's called in windows. Me modin, but I can't way be a dream because we so. What you say? Once I'll be established, I didn't pay. To say Obikas will be your prega. What you say? If I say Oboni didn't class a press like your prega, what's the meaning of a prega? Obikas or prega heading. Today I will find the meaning behind of prega. What you say? I'm more rate the Mukrano. Mrs. Harriet, no, I didn't that time. I'm at headquarters, so I just glanced to that person who said it's the same. Yes, that person who says the same videos now, no more, so and then no more pay free. Yeah. So I just read the reliefs. Remember, reliefs no more seeking any other. And no come cast as no, so call baby, you're pleading in window now. Say no, no window. Opa checking window side. Can be okay, maybe right. So if they go through the innuendo door, any way and I'm more referred to. And I said you. Man, this is seminar so be a show. That's weird. So it's very defamatory. Regardless of being a words you'll be beautiful say. Words said in the heat of an argument. And all the meanings of from arguing or one who play defense. No. We sometimes don't consider them.
Around there for me in a jiffy. Now me fight in your film so that because I attend and I go back.
And also no may have it in my mind to it and yeah, some maybe actually be so you guys can also go and read on words that are said in the heat of an argument. Then you think about it and so say in the heat of that argument, was the woman involved? Sani panano on the casano, and that's only nana. What you say? So these are things we can all go and read on. Thank you.
Okay, maybe can the papa one was some train now to go through. Now appeal court need just a certificate with two mama answer and why you think say you would want to challenge others. But when you guys are really throwing like more try your hands at everything.
Again, No. Honey. Moment means say how we need to take legal actions and our process. Moment means like I said, appeals court to know is different from defamation case. Mona ako mo feelings muna mo feel say court to know because say authentication na go through no mo feel say a copy of the case ni mu na judge ni tuma it will have some sort of impact and
Mr. Nice, Mr. Nice,
it's
don't
not our
go
problem.
there. No, listen.
Don't
Don't
go
go
there. Say problem about what the case and then topic.
Mr. Nice, Nyabotre. One, there has not been any authentication. Two, we have established on this platform.
I have actually seen the documents.
Listen,
for the sake of the comment section, why what
yeah, platform hanum. Yenchiacha semon kan wa ha. Mo platform this one ka ba na kuma sie. So what I say. Nti wo kan bibi na se enye the factor me ma on to aso. One, there has not been there has not been any certification anywhere. My infant one. Me sa part of my sa part of Mama Akosua Serwaa rate na oka say she is the widow of the late Daddy Lumba and blah blah blah. Me, I have a problem with it because that is not the fact because the High Court says there are two wives. The one cry no sense Mama Akosua Serwaa e kan cry ho me and two boating wa ha ye nyina this current rate
yeah the rate of sermons no nya Akosua
and also ochre odobro ni shim for the trust
nka say e was ochro ni din shim but oka say she is the widow. So I just say, sad na oyisu ye no, and she is trying to say that she is the only widow. The whole I have a problem with that, but we ask Mama Akosua Serwaa and what in junior wa hano ye nyina yaka ama obi aten ho ase say assuming without admitting, say, Mama Akosua Serwaa even wins her case against Morda, it has no bearing on Odobroni. It has no bearing on that appeal. We have spent hours to debate that and we have established that. Intimacy, Ubetimia can the OPBA, but ye ma own skill these facts now they are to one. Ubetimia to our so.
David, now Akwanama, may I ask our Obikana some honorable gentlemen, are they okay with the whole idea? Say, Mami so ye kunani pa, then she couldn't even come to Ghana. Wabranani Kunwu to come and bury the husband. The whole thing, no, it doesn't make sense to me now. What's a rate of sermons now? Paragraph 5, right? Is it page 5.9? No, Mami say no need here olomu pie omokoha omoba. Who saw them? Because from 2005 up to 2025 at DOE, and there is nothing. Everything from what
did I hear you right? You said 2005.
Maybe. From all the pictures that Akosua said, it showed us. No, it was up to 2004. Who the ever was the latest 2005? Nothing from 2006 to 2020. No picture, no call log, no nothing. Lawyer Kuti couldn't provide anything like that. Trial no.
Sometimes the questions, no, okay, that's your reasoning, but how this thing comes to play. So almost 80 on that they say
Oh
year
no, no,
2000.
our point nine. Debbie, won't
So Momo say me pacho.
No. I have seen something. Have you seen it? Have
And
you
I'm
read
saying,
modern rate of sermons and I'm a pacho maybe sir?
more than several
No,
rates
Joe,
of
what have you
sermons.
seen?
Debbie, I could just say one modern rate of sermons. The way one.
And I mean who wait, but
And the
I'm
paragraph 5, page 5.9.
say
On it, social circles. Ghana, when is my
exactly.
cotiate? When you deal with
And I'm telling you, sir,
But they were not living in Ghana,
the years
though.
of
They
the
were
picture,
not
me
living in
pacho.
Ghana, though.
Omonte Ghana, years of the pictures, no, it's not
What are you talking about?
Mr. Nice, you never knew who Akosua Serwaa was until the other died, correct?
I did. No, I did.
Hey, boy.
Again, most of
me
them die half fast. But in
Mr. Nice, me ba. Like this thing, menena worry, menini PA, like the years, it doesn't matter. And these are just, they are build-up facts. It's not even relevant questions you need to go and question when it comes to even putting the witness in the box. So on and on it's a old statements of claim. You just say some things, not as it has no idea. And why are you guys limiting it? Why are you limiting it to? Does the rate contain say you? So answer me, I'm manusi so. Ashawo ni adi. Ni na rate na capture the na.
Capture.
Good. So these are words are simple. So we focus on just marriage certificate.
Right?
Never. I'm quite surprised. You are just focused on marriage. So
be was certificate. Who has brought the marriage issue in? Not me.
And I'm saying it to me.
So why are you blaming me rather than the woman who?
Me blame you.
Okay.
Me make us say, me no. I will just even put that one aside. Focus on this ones. When I make us say, we don't argue in piecemeal. You can be abum near the ako. Young koya say ne. Oh, was this certificate? Or nani asako file rate for us say that's piecemeal litigation. Tuka bibi abum na the ako. There bibi nyano. So it's not a problem.
I mean, Mr. Na Mache. Since afternoon year, I started here argument here from Sabri. There's one thing that I've realized from Mr. Boatin, then Mr. Nice. It looks as if arguments no more making in geared towards the fact that the defendant's lawyers doesn't even exist in all this appeal case. As if the defendant's lawyers to counter whatever that the lawyers for Mama Akosua Serwaa in this case now or call for appeal as if that's a defendant lawyers in Bianca. All your argument is about the strength of
is going as is going to win.
Exactly. That is how I see the way they are arguing. I say yes, I say the lawyers for the defendants and then it's going to be like the whole issue is going to be like the appeal court judges versus the lawyers for Mama Akosua Serwaa. Now in all these arguments can't say the defendant lawyers also counter everything that they will say.
Exactly.
Can't they?
When it comes to say now, Akosua Serwaa hasn't got a marriage certificate. Mother hasn't lied. No lie detected. I'm not defending Morda, but she hasn't lied. No lie.
You are talking about Morda. He is talking about Pew. They can't
the way you guys are behaving.
Nobody is like you.
And I'm
relax.
Yeah, Miss Abati. Taking it cool. As I DM for more than 2 hours. Yeah. Taking it cool. Sorry, I say I'm not trying to have any banter or whatever. Sorry, I say more than my lawyers are Monday. So my DM I've written a lot of notes down. So that because sometimes when you go to some of the platform in this Sudan, in as much as some of us and we have a little knowledge about that and we keep quiet and we learn a lot from others. And it's one of the things that we do. So I've kept quiet to listen to a lot of issues. Mr. Bempa, Mr. Nice, and some of my kenning, and I've jotted a lot of things down. But it all comes back to the fact that I say whether it's the appeal or whether it's with regards to murder case, as if say the defendant, or my lawyers, will not have anything to say, and it's a foregone conclusion. Say, I mean, the other side, every winning case in the hands down. No, that's not how I see it, but the way I'm going to be making all the arguments, from time I start here, if somebody doesn't know much into details about this issue, the person might be tempted to believe say this issue is a foregone conclusion from Mama Akosua Serwaa. I see it otherwise. Sorry, I say, because one, I think that Mr. Nice in the key argument he said sometimes the judges also use common sense. That is precisely so, and it is true. They use common sense. Sorry, I say, in this regard, say even if they want to use common sense, one, you were saying say modern initial stage no kasama. No kasama my mama Akosua Serwaa. That is an established fact. Not in the court of whatever, but in our own opinion. No kasama mama Akosua Serwaa. Now the lady changed her mind and said, baby, I will do na yewa bre on kabiem. And that is where this kind of agitation started coming in.
Exactly. Very good.
Now this agitation started coming in because from Mama Akosua Serwaa team, from a camp, this agitation started coming in because the initial audios now was starting, it was going to implicate them in the court of public opinion. It was going to implicate them in the court of, not in the law court, in the court of public opinion. It was going to implicate them, going to bring a lot of disgrace. And for me, they knew, said, Morda has a lot of stuffs, has a lot of evidence at her disposal. When she begins to release all of them, and there are a lot of disgrace. Therefore, let us take this step by threatening this girl with that first letter now issue against Morda say excuse me, whether that letter was authentic from Mama Akosua Serwaa or whoever it is, it has an effect.
I believe that is Jumana, I believe that's what I believe. Jumana,
so that is very good.
They've come together just to tame Morda. I don't even think because why are they not allowing Akosua Serwaa itself to come? But instead, you have power Tony, and guess who? I'm sure it will be Jina Nane Bakojini Mama. Again, it's
very good. So that's why I was saying is that whether it came from Mama Akosua Serwaa or not, in reality, it was going to tame Morda as a first step. So now why they was set back. Then the follow-up was to take Morda to court. Now for me, the reason why they are taking Morda to court in all these brouhaha, the underlying factor is just to prevent Morda from coming up to play any tape from herself or from coming up to say anything that will implicate the woman into the public domain. That is all.
They want to win the court of public opinion. And
exactly.
Because the woman has been away for 19 years.
Exactly, because in the first place, they have consistently been throwing into the public, say the whole Ghana and Pennsylvania so in the first place, they want to get some sort of standby to win the public back. Say a kind, say, and in doing so, the Morda court, there's a movie near, then it cements or seven or mechanic right from the beginning. This is what I see. For me, they know some Morda has a lot at her disposal. Please, let's be honest here.
And I'm even some of the audios now we name they come out with Morda. Which was so bad.
Let's be honest.
All can say, my minibus 2021 armed robbers. Come on, this is not acceptable.
So if you are referring, very good. So if you are referring, say, and some now, Mr. Nice, and my learned Mr. Boateng, if you are referring, say, and some number the air can or Casti Indiandos and Indiandos works at the High Court, then I put it to you saying some more than so abekano. And I will audio ni muno.
Oh, mami couldn't do
And
it.
yet
Thank you
valid.
so much.
People will just accept it. And as such, Morda has a lot of tape at her disposal, a lot of conversations, a lot of things are planning behind closed doors. Now more expect to say Morda ebe release into the public domain. And you be now more can say tapes be dabon say Uncle radio station or look at how they frame the whole
They
thing.
also gave
So
a blank passport. You see, so it's
yes,
the agitation. No, what would you say? The phone girl here frustrated. I know never because she was just pulling away quietly.
Exactly. So on
that group, no, yes. Quietly, quite doesn't work. They have to provoke you.
Sorry, I said. So on kasi, just a mat say a plan on kasi. This was something I never say. See you, mona mutana say na mo plan ye. Say Morda ye de man say okwa kasi. These are serious matters, and they know for a fact say Morda has a lot at her disposal into your back out be bope. In the court of public opinion, it will go against them. Therefore, yemfanin court. Now, if for instance, you are saying, say,
let me put it right here. Say we are not defending Morda, but we are just saying the truth as it is.
Yes. No, not at all. And if we've agreed, to say Morda has been defending the woman since then, and the woman has only had a problem with Morda when she turned her back against her. I didn't think no. If it is not for the fatter medical say she knows her mother has a lot, and that the way I was starting to say, oh man, again up. Ebema will release a lot. And why wouldn't the woman call Morda? When the case started, Morda has been defending her, which has been established by way of using legality terms say innuendos near there. I didn't think no end to me and friend Morda. Nicodemusly, and then Kasa say, hey, mommy, just keep your cool. I mean, you say be a before naba, so it is okay. Let's judge and see the way forward.
Also, one Kasa need more than number.
You Mr. Nice, so that's all. But anyway, let's just let him finish.
So sorry, I see.
Only more than number, but my many bag Ghana no. Only more than so much our campo fee. They were there.
Exactly.
Mother went to the airport.
It is an established fact.
Communication. And many people were even saying on Rocky Live, say, Morda crying my many casa, my many one or my many number. So that if Akosua Serwaa wanted to connect with Morda, she could have been able to do so.
Exactly. It is an established fact, and nobody, whether you are going to use legalities or legal terms or whatever, that can convince me, say, there isn't not any kind of connection between Morda and Mama Akosua Serwaa. There was. Up until say it's break down at some point in time, akofa sa normal way nyina ba akofa court issues ne sa normal na aba. May I have consistently been saying that the path through which Mama Akosua Serwaa have always been taking is wrong, and it's the reason why it is making her case much more a bit difficult for her, because there are other ways over to media cancer issues when you are not necessarily going to court. And this issue, me say, and I'm saying it again, they took Morda to court based on the fact that said they know say Morda has a lot at her disposal, and for that matter, if they don't put a stop to her by way of sending her to court or by exposed to too much, and it's the reason why they've taken the girl to court. That's what I want to say.
All right. So, citizen, are you subject to questioning?
I'm fine. If you ask a question that I'm in the right position to answer you, I can give the answer. If I'm not in the right position to give the answer, I will declare.
Let's say from your starts of your speech, okay, BB say, my name is Nice. Ebeka say, oh, like they are going to have a field day in court, like there's no position. Appeal no ne issue and kasa unim de makafa ho. And I okay de makafa ho.
Oh, so I can't say, baby. I don't want us to go into, but I'm just sharing my opinion on what he said. I don't want us to have for us to go back and forth.
When it comes to the appeal, I don't think when it comes to the appeal, I don't think I've said much about any appeal. The only thing I've done is baby legality. I just explained. I haven't even shared my opinion on this. The only thing I'll tell you is, this is how you're starting main case now. So maybe this is how lawyer Kusi was thinking. And the appeal knows also what I've said about it, and I say the notice of appeal, Edu baby, omo adwene nie. Every time I always say that, say, omo adwene ne say time man e de mo money so. Omo adwene nie. So it will depend on the lawyer that's going to argue the written submission or the beko, how strong he will argue. And even if they want to tender in new evidence, same thing, it will based on how strong your argument is. Because there'll be an opposition. So I don't think say Mabeka be just a hook line sinker afa. Main case as and be wahada. Any case wins also no. I think I even said where said in the heat of an argument can be used as defamatory statements. Me no kuna make a choice or your from for. And no yeah court and finance and cost to kwana abanesa. And also it's a way of defense, right? In Semtimika Sana, and on make be my mother, and answer me be my mother. Then let's go back to the main thing. The main thing is what's now lady ne kebi ma Akosua Serwaa. And I didn't know that. You see, the thing, baby, I'm a day. There was some say, we ja odo bruni phone, why you come, I mean, won't say my enye. On one camp na will see be. I'm very happy about it. You know why? He's the rightful person to sue. Me. Yeah, so be a wouldn't meda. Coming once a man. Me. And family home. But one minute was sign pain. You are the most dangerous. And a friend that turned an enemy. Will see you. Majadi. If you would dim attempt the whole time. No. I mean no. Because one hour casema we be. So that gives me the and like it's a very, very reasonable ground. So onona see you know because waba camp da say see amu jina say na ensema enye bia na nso jina ho ka say say ai ene ensema ho ka no ene osa wo fela bebre wo ho and that's why she's been sued. The ho ka no is perfect. Unim say wo fela bebre ene ye sue you kone ko you fela ne go court. So I see nothing wrong. And she hey me pa me pa unja omomwo ayi your friend is saying we become you know monka de ombeka bia they are not in our circle. So omo de omo ka omonka. But while we circle you are the most dangerous. To na was you into a siuna won siu no. And amaka che no. Uko jina baby. Eka so be sebe oba ashawa. Now say oh na say obetimi you see these are strong words too.
Yeah, Mr. Watson, okay, all right.
These are strong words, so. Ain't me issue ne sao.
Sure.
And a defamation, no. And yes, do you have proof to what you are saying? And the burden is on you. The onus is on you. It's not on me.
Mm-hmm.
So the walk no prove it's true. You are finding the defense.
Legally, yeah.
You are finding the defense. Into one to me, I want to meet Jinaha, Ashaw. Maybe you know quite the home here, me. Marriage, whatever. I know they say you can make it. Oh, meet me argue. Cause say meet me a fair comment. Say oh me who say judge BC say you know. Me so yes. It's a fair comment. Into no na me mama adrenaline so oni. But no crowd it will be based on the context. How the cars will be depending near the chrono. Intime is simple. So wakache ma me say that word dem kwan se be 2 asem no. Eno kwan no ma me ngina so obebu ne konkrom bu ne kom. No resolution because you are not an outside person. You are inside person and you went out and you've turned against me and that's most dangerous. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I agree with you on that constant. That's why earlier on I
disagree. See, I also disagree completely.
I agree with you in that context. That's why in my premise, and I said, I'm going to make my submission based on legalities and on moral terms. Whatever legal means, Mama Akosua Serwaa felt say legally, no, Morda and she want to deal with Morda. That is their own cup of tea. Now, as Mama Morda say, no support to Mama Akosua Serwaa, no fall out. That is their own cup of tea. But I'm looking at it on the moral grounds to say, when she was doing it in favor of you, no, they are not it jump you, it sweet you, or turning against you, no, within just short time there, you find it right to say all these while now render those in quotes supposed services to you now you were enjoying. No? You didn't find it offensive. Said, no, yeah, against no, not enye. But the shortest time or turning against you just right here and there, who feel aggrieved, who feel offended, yeah, so you want to take her on. She should continue and deal with her. Whatever means or feel said legally, no, obey media dealing with Morda. She should continue to deal with her. But for us, some of us, morally, in the court of public opinion, you will know what and who Mama Akosua Serwaa is. Thank you.
Oh, that one is subjective. So we don't have that one is subjective. So we don't have an issue. The only thing that we are talking about, we have a legal basis. Friend turn enemy. That's the worst thing.
What thing, Junior? Are you part of those? Meba. What thing? Are you part of Akosua Serwaa's management team?
No. What is the management? Akosua Serwaa or management.
Yes, your management team.
Why artists are not? Akosua Serwaa artists are not where they.
Are you part of them? Yes.
Minima the program put my part, Pacho.
All right.
Junior, I won't say. I think with this seat, Mama Akosua Serwaa has proceeded to do. First of all, I think a big display of who actually she is, because for me,
one year considerate, to be honest,
I think
morally, 1 year.
Share Obi side. This is not the first time other for Asweche comes. This is not. Osha Bema is a TikTok counselor, lawyer, He also came out and said a number of things. Also, video now. Also, can see maybe audio said many things. What happened? Nobody sued him.
Nothing.
Because in any case, he has spoken for Obi before, and they let the thing slide because
and I said Obi passport in Mbe passport.
Yeah.
Everybody TikTok lawyer. Me cause I TikTok me cause or no. But it's possible so no Piama girls here.
Absolutely.
Did Odoboni sue him? No, it's morally wrong.
Remember, are you trying to tell me, your camp is the standard?
No,
it's a simple question. Are you trying to tell me, your camp is question? Hold on.
No,
Obi is the standard. No, hold on. Are you trying to tell me, Obi is the standard?
Yes,
please, let's not do that. Come on. I wouldn't take that seriously.
So here's the thing, right? The point is, Mami, this is a lady that is not just social media. I mean, Obi, onimida, kasada, humanimda, baby, Mr. Bempana or Kasama Monini, onime. But this is a meme cassette, Obi persuade. I don't have a problem. But say, Obia, Obinina Nante, Abian fancy than one, meaning said than one or Tanya Freno. Than one TV only Obi, Wakosum, Wako Parapraho, Akoshishim Kunyo. This person, if the person turns out and says something about Obi, that's Obi Kusuna. I mean, that will be somebody that is so close. If you look at Morda is somebody who is so close to Mami Akosua Serwaa to the extent say, or not you're choosing as a representative for a radio show. In fact, any no Mami Akosua Serwaa nearby any Morda Kasa. And on no Mami Akosua almost personal assistant on any casa or friend or phone so many information. This is not just any regular person. Even if the lady, a young lady, that if she has even offended, why take it that length to go and sue? Because in any case, Junior, send your kind. Mami Akosua Serwaa see Morda for 100,000. Morda does lawyer fees 50,000. I feel why do you sue such a young girl?
What's a lawyer did
for Junior, my last point I'm say, this is all also I see the fufu aspect in all of this. After this fufu matter, the fufu matter is in because now Mami Akosua Serwaa has a base of people who are not just supporting her, they are buying from her. So now anybody who tends to make her base, the people support her feel like, oh, she's not active, and now on Kekano who sending any base no more better fufu or more as a more yana make Mami Bibi, she feels compelled to now act in accordance with the people who are likely going to buy from her. And I feel that's why she's doing this. Because if you look at the thing she has filed, Junior, we can stand here. We've seen defamation cases. When they put the defamation case before you, you know that this is a defamation case. You don't even have any window to even pass in. It's a full blank defamation. Mami Akosua says defamation, and I mean, it's so hollow. And I just think that
I've seen the rate of sermons. To me, I feel they are just rushing things, and again they are making mistakes again, like the way they did the first time.
honey, and one I can send you my first one giddy. In fact, first one last time I said I have a friend lawyer in church who came to me after church, and me could be legal questions, and no catch him. Oh, this case, it first came to their chambers, and I don't mention the name of the chambers.
Oh wow!
God is my witness. He told me, say, assembly about my chambers. No, they advised Mami Akosua Serwaa Papa she. Again, God is my witness. Say the case, the angle.
Sorry,
men can't show that.
Bernard, wakada. Madam, minimum power can was and you check for us now.
Boating, allow him to finish. Allow him.
Hey, lawyer Boating.
Boating,
allow him to.
I don't even know the person. And the advice they gave was that this whole matter of going to file for injunction on the funeral, it will not work. So if they want, they should just wait for the funeral and all of that to just finish.
You see?
Then when the matters on those things finish, and then they will proceed on the different tangents. But according to the senior lawyer who spoke to us, say, Papa, she's Debbie.
There you go.
Sorry, yeah. Heaven class still na. So the point is
Papa didn't decide for Mama.
Say, Papa, she's on Tiasie.
She's in for you.
Papa, she's on Tiasie. So you see, this is my honey. Send your cano. I am preparing a lack of preparation.
What's in Junior? Also a lawyer. I don't know.
Oh, what is a lawyer? What's a lawyer?
Oh, okay, no baby son. I'm saying.
Yeah, what is a full blown lawyer? The Ghana bar. Me, I'm a quite no research into no. They say that I can confirm. Honey, me that's it.
Oh yeah, but I like the way I would be making a submission. I just love it. I mean, honestly, let's be honest. Yeah, I mean, even if you agree with him or you disagree with him, I like the way we be representing the case and on a very quiet.
But what would be a question? Yes, or a lawyer, or what has or no about why?
Mr. Wempa, when you say time be out, me who on a Boating or platforms to be I know my case at time now 50,000 issue in buy the way you press Boating's neck on the issue.
Hey.
What's in the video?
But it's good. I mean, I think that we are all vibing well tonight, and this is how it should be. To be honest with you, which I am. Junior Boating, Bremuai.
But by you done more questions, so.
Oh, Junior, I'm done.
First of
Junior,
all,
I'm here.
OB camp is not the standard, and OB is not the standard.
Why?
The second thing is you see what now say legal remedy no exercise and then the standard. I always say somebody like Akosua
Serwaa is actually in the box, Myers.
Akosua Serwaa, right? I support her, but he's not the epitome of woman for me, and she's not my hero. Though I support her. Why? Because your win, you had to exercise your right. At the end of the day, when you exercise, into semi you been a kuma, and I said, "Meteor story na meteor by many kubna." Emi be a make and say, "Men follow Akosua Serwaa."
Hold on for me.